Good afternoon, and thank you for joining this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. You know how I do it. It's every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay. Yeah, I skipped Tuesday because on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show comes on every Tuesday, right? That was yesterday, but today is Wednesday. Happy Hump Day! I just love Wednesdays, just so I can say that. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I do these daily check-ins, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in the afternoon about between noon and about 3 or 4 o'clock. Okay, so there's really no set time, but I am consistent. I do it between those hours, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So let me just make sure I am live on the platforms I'm supposed to be live on, and that would be YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And the chat is open, so feel free to make your comments. I do appreciate them. I welcome engagement because that's what it's all about, right? Isn't it all about engagement? So that's what I'm doing, right? So this is engagement is open. It can be a two-way conversation instead of just one way, me just talking, just spewing out information when, you can you guys are perfectly fine to say anything that you want to say, make your comments. I'll put them on the screen in real time, of course. So feel free to do that as I'm checking this. Yesterday I did on air with Russell of Hotels, right? So I was having some issues with the glitchiness of this platform, and I'm not understanding what's going on with LinkedIn, but it didn't used to act like this. It's acting up, okay? So it didn't used to do this, but now it's been real glitchy, like the connection is bad, and I'm trying to figure out, is it my connection that's bad? Is it LinkedIn doesn't want my content anymore? I don't know what it is, but it's, it kind of, I guess it's kind of, irking me because it didn't used to do that. I mean, if it was something that was consistent that always did that, then I'm like, okay, there's not much, okay, then it's not a big surprise, right? It's always done it, so I'll just have to get used to it. But it's never done that before. And that's the thing that really has me ticked off, for lack of a better word. But let me give it one more. No, see, it's not. I don't think I am live on LinkedIn. I don't think I'm live on LinkedIn. So that's why it's important that people go to YouTube, go to my YouTube channel, Russell of Hotels, click the subscribe button, bing, and whenever I go live, which is at least once a day, right, on those platforms, at least on YouTube, you're able to get my notifications. So let me just check one more time, one more again before I, get mad. So maybe I don't have to be mad here. Hold on one second. Maybe I don't have to be mad. No, well, I guess I'm gonna be mad because it is not there. It is not there. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's not there. But I'm not gonna sit here and keep playing with it because then the more I play with it, the madder I'm gonna get. Does that make sense? Did that even sound right? The more I play with it, Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hey, I'm still on this vibe with the Niagara Falls thing, so you're gonna see some more photos, probably the same photos you've been seeing, right? But maybe I just mix them up a little different. But hey, I'm live in LA. I just happen to have these photos. Every time I do one of these live shows, either on air with Russell of Hotels or the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, I'm going to showcase a destination or a hotel, or maybe even both. Like today, I'm showcasing the destination as well as the hotel, because what's more important? Is it the destination or is it the hotel? The destination first, hotel second, because you have to have a destination before we can find the hotel. But at least in my business, that's what I have to do. So when I do site selection, which that's what I do for my clients and my organizations and whoever I do it for, they always tell me, hey, we want a meeting in this particular destination. Let's just say in Niagara Falls, New York. I was like, okay, great. Well, then I know the destination. Now it's my job to find the hotel or the meeting location. And do you need it in a convention center? You need the meetings in the convention center? How big are the meetings? I need to know all that. You need a convention center that's close, like across the street, like 30 feet away. Well, if that was the case, the Sheraton Niagara Falls is right across from the Niagara Falls Convention Center. And I want to say about 30 feet, okay? Literally 30 feet right out the door. As soon as you pass the Starbucks inside of the Sheraton, Niagara Falls, go out that door, boom, you see it right there, and it's about 30 feet from that door to the next door. So I'm just telling you, just letting you know. Letting you know. But anyway, these daily check-ins don't have to be that long. I kind of make them long because I become very wordy. And like I said, I was looking to see if I was live, but don't fret. People on LinkedIn, don't fret. Do people use that word anymore? Don't worry, people on LinkedIn. I will copy and paste this from YouTube over to LinkedIn. So you'll get it. It won't be live, of course. You won't be able to make your comments that so many people do. They love making comments, right? And the feedback, oh my God, it's just unreal. So that's what's really got me ticked off, because I can't answer questions. I can't, unless they do them on Facebook or YouTube. But I put your comments on the screen in real time so the whole world can see exactly who that is and what they're asking me or what they're saying, where they are in the world. So, but anyway, that's okay. We're gonna move forward. So boom. Okay, so this is the hotel. This is the Sheraton Niagara Falls. This is actually my room. Now, I don't mind that they give me 2 beds, right? Because normally at night I put my the clothes I'm gonna wear the next day. I put them on one bed, and then the bed that's closest to me, like the one I'm sitting on right now, that's the one I sleep on because that's closer to the window. I like, to get the air or just get the view and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just giving you my sleeping habits when I'm sleeping in a double bedded room, right? And these are are these double queens or double doubles? I think they were double queens. They were queens, which is a good thing, right? That means the rooms are pretty big. If you can get 2 queen size beds in a room, that means the rooms are pretty big. And this hotel was built in 1975, which means the hotel rooms were bigger back then. They built them bigger. Now they're building them smaller. I don't know if you noticed that, but they're not the same size they used to be. Anyway, before I talk about the blog, this is the Niagara Falls Convention Center. This is actually where we had our one-on-one meetings. The meetings were 15 minutes apiece. I think they were 15 minutes apiece. So we had one-on-one appointments right there, and you had lunch you had like breaks in the hallway, the foyer, and then there's a room right next door. That's where we had our meals and our keynote speakers and things like that. So it was very good, very, very well organized. Thank you so much again, Destination East, who is managed by North Star Meetings and Events. Thank you guys so much for doing such a fantastic job. I do appreciate it. And then, they are jam-packed. From when you get off the plane to when you leave on the plane, you know what I mean? But it's so organized, and it's like almost to the minute, to the T, and I appreciate that, right? So there's not a lot of, lull time. There's something going on all the time, and they want to get you to these events or to these functions or to your meetings or to the, the events that you do outside of the meetings, the extracurricular activities, like going to the falls and, taking a boat tour or walking over, all that kind of stuff. So they think about everything. So I appreciate that. And they're just so organized and they're so nice and professional. That's the thing that I like about North Star meetings. So if you never attended a North Star meeting, you need to experience it. Okay. Seriously. I'm not just saying it. They're not paying me to say this, right? I just, like to give credit where credit is due, and they do a bang up job. So thank you guys so much for what you guys do and just the commitment to meetings and events and to meeting planners, as well as, the hotel suppliers and our CVB partners. We do appreciate everything that you guys do for us to get us together. Get us together. Come together right now. Anyway, blog. And I'm lagging on the blog today, actually from yesterday. All the information I talk about normally is on the blog. So if I have a topic, that will be on my blog. But I was having some computer issues, not on this laptop, but I have 2 laptops, right? So, and the other one was acting up too. I don't know what's going on with some of these devices that I have that are acting up. But yeah, so hopefully today I get it figured out where I can upload everything, and then the blog will be complete. And everything that I talk about is on there, but I'm going to talk about another topic today, and hopefully that will be on the blog as well. But in the best case scenario, let's just say everything is up on the blog. So how would you find the blog? Go to my website, russellofhotels.com, and you see it scrolling at the bottom, russellofhotels.com. Go to the blog drop-down menu, bing, hit that button, and you'll see everything that I talk about. Every topic that I talk about on this show, which is the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, or on air with Russell of Hotels, those things will be there, okay? So you don't have to write anything down because you just check the blog and all the information will be there. And then I share photos and all that kind of stuff as well, and maybe even some non-meat eats, because I'm big on non-meat eats. So Russell of Hotels will never show anything that's not a non-meat eat dish or an item, okay? Because I don't eat meat. So why would I show people that, I don't care about the people that do eat meat. I just care about the people that don't eat meat. There you go. Anyway, no, I care about you as well, but you know what I mean. You know where I'm going with it. So anyway, real quick, the Sheraton Niagara Falls, I always want to give the specifics, the detail, the metrics of a hotel that I'm staying in or one that I'm experiencing. I got to experience and stay at this hotel. So 391 guest rooms, built in 1975. So the room's a little larger. It's a Marriott family of brands. So Sheraton is part of Marriott, just in case you did not know that it is. So that means you get your Bonvoy points, okay? So choose to stay. I'm consistent, right, for the most part. But I can't control where these meetings are, right? I don't control that. But normally, for whatever reason, it's like Marriott's, right? They're always at a Marriott product. I don't know, maybe the last couple have been at Marriott products. So I do appreciate that. So I get my Bonvoy points. The closest hotel to the convention center is right across the street, 30 feet away, and it's just a 10-minute walk to the falls. The convention center or the hotel are both just 10-minute walks from the falls. You go through Niagara Falls State Park, and the falls are right there, actually right below that. You can actually look over like, oh my God, there's the falls. You can hear them before you even walk up, right? First of all, the weather gets cooler, right? You can feel the coolness, not necessarily cold and frigid, at least not the time that I was there, and that was just last week. But you can feel that the temperature drops as you're getting closer. You can feel that, right? And then you start hearing the rumbling of the falls, and it's just dynamic. It's just an awesome setting. Anyway, can you tell I'm just excited about it? And I talked about this all this week, and each time I talk about it, I'm getting more excited. Like, I want to go back. I want to take a meeting there like next week. That's what I want to do. So someone needs to call me and say, hey, we need a meeting in Niagara Falls Convention Center. Okay, I'll take care of it, because that's what I do. I do hotel site selection, just in case you did not know. That's what I do. Okay, real quick, the topic, like I said, I don't need this. These don't have to be that long, but sometimes they do. Sometimes they are. 3 things that happen once you send an RFP to your hotel partner. Now, who's done that, right? What is an RFP? RFP is a request for proposal. So I do hotel site selection, right? So my clients will say, hey, Russell, we want a meeting in Niagara Falls, New York. Okay. In the back of my head or in my head, I know there's a Sheraton there, right? So I'm going to get together this RFP that has all the dates, all the specifics of this particular meeting or this event, right? And I'm going to forward this over to my hotel partner. Maybe there's one at the Sheraton. Okay, let's just say I have a hotel partner there. Now, normally I would send it through the CVB. I send it through my CVB partner first. They then disseminate it to all the hotel partners, their hotel partners. And then we would get notification from there, right? But let's just say you send it, let's just say for the sake of this discussion, you send it straight to your hotel partners. Although I would never do that, but sometimes if you have contacts at a hotel already, you just send it directly to them, okay? What should happen when you do that? What should happen once you get that RFP together, request for proposal, and you send it to your hotel partner? What should happen? When you email a RFP or request for proposal to your hotel partner, here are 3 essential steps that should follow to ensure a smooth process and clear communication. Now, these are things that should happen. I'm sure most of the time they do. Okay, so I'm just sharing these things just in case you happen to experience this and you say, "Hey, I'm starting to plan some things, and well, maybe I should call Russell of Hotels, but this time I'm not going to call Russell of Hotels. I'm going to do it myself." So I wonder what should happen because Russell said these things will happen. I just want to experience this for myself because Russell said it's going to happen or whatever. So anyway, number one, acknowledge of receipt. Acknowledgement of receipt. Do you think that happens? Sure it does. Purpose of that, once the RFP is received, your hotel partner should confirm receipt promptly. This acknowledgement reassures you that the RFP has reached the right person and will be addressed within the agreed time frame. So sometimes we send out RFPs and we don't know exactly whose market it is because maybe we don't know that hotel. Maybe we're unfamiliar with that hotel. We just know there's salespeople there, right? We know where the hotel is. We don't know how they break down their market segments. We don't know if it's by, the RFPs are assigned by geographical location or by market segments. We don't know that, right? So we're relying on whoever the lead catcher is to disseminate those to the proper salesperson. Okay, so we really don't know that. But what we do know is that we need to receive some type of acknowledgement that it has been received on that end. Especially if you're emailing. Well, I guess that's the only way you can do it now. Email. I was gonna say if you faxed it. Right? Well, no one's faxing anymore. Do people still have fax machines? I don't know. I don't even know, and that'd be kind of scary if they did, right? Because does everybody have one? Like my fear is if I had a fax machine, I'd be faxing it and no one would receive it on the other end because no one's using fax machines anymore. Some people don't even know what a fax machine is. There was this thing the other day they were showing. This is on somewhere on social media, I think TikTok or whatever. There are these say millennials, right, or Gen Xers or whatever. They were showing them different things like a picture of a fax machine or a dial-up telephone, or there's some certain things that like a VCR or a CD player or a Walkman, things that we knew because we went through different phases of technology, right, up to where we are now. Well, some of these kids didn't know what it was, right? They saw a fax machine. There was two people, and one person like, I don't know what that is. The one person had no idea what it was, and the second person like, I think is that a fax machine? And the other person said, like, what is a fax machine? These kids are the same age. One knew kind of an idea that that's what it was, but wasn't really 100% sure. But the other one had no clue at all that was a fax machine. So it's just funny. I don't know why I got on this fax machine thing, but anyway, let's get back. Russell, refocus. See, that's why these things should go only like 15, 20 minutes and they end up going like 30 minutes because I go off on these tangents. But that is funny though, right? I'm sure you guys seen that too. But anyway, acknowledgement of receipts. The purpose. Once the RFP is received, your hotel partner should confirm receipt promptly. This acknowledgement reassures you that the RFP has been received and by the right person and will be addressed within the agreed time frame, whatever time frame that is, hopefully within 24 hours. A best practice. Ideally, the hotel partner should reply within 24 hours. I just said that, right? Specifying who will handle the request and an estimated time for the next steps. This sets the stage for clear communication and builds trust. Yeah, so if you say, we'll get back to you, because a lot of times, I'll just be honest, a lot of times I don't get a receipt. I don't get an acknowledgement of receipt, okay? If I don't get it within 24 hours, then I'm either emailing or I'm calling because I don't know who it got sent to, right? So hopefully in the real world or an ideal world that hotel people are actually emailing, hey, thank you for your email for the RFP for XYZ organization, whatever. Jill Smith will respond to you by the end of the day or whatever, or I will respond to you by end of the day. Those are things that we would like to get consistently. So we know that, okay, they received it and we're good. Because I'll tell you what happened the other day. This is what prompted this particular this particular topic. Several days ago, I think it was last week. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, it was last week. I sent out, like say Friday, I sent out an RFP and we're going back and forth over the email I sent an RFP to my to my hotel partner, and I initially sent, I sent an RFP, and the first date. Okay, so this is the thing: when you send out an RFP, make sure there's alternate dates on there. So just in case they didn't have those first dates available, I understand if it's a board meeting or whatever. I understand that for company, corporate clients or whatever. I go through with this all the time, but I always ask them give me some alternate dates just in case they don't have those first dates available. So that was the case on this RFP. So I sent it out. My client was looking for June dates. They didn't have any June dates available. So under alternate dates, I put a July date on there. Well, the client didn't, or my hotel partner didn't see that. So she said, well, we don't have availability. Do you happen to have any alternate dates? I said, well, please refer to the RFP under alternate dates, and you'll see that the date is there. And I put the date again, but I said, just please refer to it. Make sure we're reading the entire RFP, because there is information in there. A lot of times it's an alternate date or alternate dates that sometimes we miss. And I understand we all make mistakes. I understand we overlook things. But make sure I do that on purpose, because I want to make sure there's no lull time or no lag time, right? Because my client needs the RFP. So I'm gonna put everything out there as much as I can the first go round. But if you have questions, of course, you're gonna email me back or call me or whatever. So that's not a bad thing. I just want to make sure that we are reading it in its entirety, because a lot of times we don't. Well, and I didn't get it back within 24 hours. So I emailed her on like Tuesday, which was yesterday, and I said, hey, did you get the RFP? And she said, oh, no, I didn't. Or I overlooked it. There you go. She said, oh my God, it's right here. Okay, all right. And then she said, I'll have it by the end of the day, which she did, okay? But sometimes we have to follow up again, because I understand salespeople are busy. They have other RFPs that they're receiving as well. So you got to give people grace, and I understand that. But that's why we need to follow up on both ends. The hotel partner should send us an acknowledgement of receipt. And if we don't get that receipt within 24 hours, we need to send another email to them or give them a call and say, hey, did you receive this? Did you have any questions on it or whatever? So, boom, there you go. Number 2, preliminary review and clarifications. The purpose of that would be, after acknowledging receipt, the hotel team should conduct a preliminary review of the RFP. They might reach out with questions or clarifications on specific details, such as room block requirements, event space needs, or budget constraints. I got the same thing, right? The rate was on my RFP. I asked for a certain range. Well, the rate that they were going to offer was outside of that range. And I said, okay, my client really loves your hotel, but keep in mind, if there's some wiggle room on your rate, can you throw that in there for me? Which she did, right? She gave me this range, which was outside of my range, but she was able to lower even that rate that she initially gave me. So yeah, I understand that. I understand some of these destinations could be popular. Some of those dates could be popular, and they want to make sure they maximize as much as they can. I get it. I used to be on that side, right? So I understand. But it's all about communication and clarification. Okay, so just remember those things. Best practice. It's beneficial to establish a designated contact at the hotel who can answer questions quickly. This step ensures they fully understand your client's needs and can prepare a more tailored proposal. Yeah, anything that's just communicate as much as you can, if you can. Sometimes salespeople are so busy they don't have time to take phone calls, so everything is, you have to email it. And I understand why they want email, because they want documentation. I get it. I understand, but sometimes a phone call will be suffice as well. Just give me a call. I'm just going to call and say, hey, this is what I need. We've been going back and forth on this email, and you're still not getting it. It's not clarified enough for me or for you. So, hey, this is what I really need. Boom, there you go. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see that in the email. Okay, well now I know that. I'll send it out right now. I'll make those changes and send it out right now. Sometimes you just have to pick up the damn phone and let them know what you need. Number 3, proposal submission and detailed response. Purpose. The hotel should submit a comprehensive proposal that addresses all aspects of the RFP, including pricing, availability, amenities, and potential concessions. A well-organized proposal allows you to evaluate whether the hotel aligns with your client's needs. Yeah, of course it should. Best practice, encourage your hotel partner to include an itemized breakdown of cost, highlight any value-added options, and specify deadlines for securing rates and space. This level of detail aids in making an informed decision and simplifies comparisons between competing properties. Yeah, because you're going to get, that's not the only hotel, more than likely, this is not the only hotel you're going to be getting these RFPs from, okay? Now, we make it easier by if we went through CVent. I mean, this is one of the tools that we use, and we can do a comparison of all the rates and everything that you receive from every hotel. We can see that all on one page through us on a spreadsheet. We can see all that and we can compare that. And that's what my client does as well. But sometimes if you know the person at that particular hotel and you're only sourcing, say, 1 or 2 hotels, sometimes we as meeting planners or hotel site selection people, we don't go through CVent. We'll just say, hey, let me send you this RFP, you send me the proposal, and then I can just put this information I got from the other hotel into a spreadsheet and send it to my client. But on this one, can I say this? They only want 1 hotel. They're only looking at 1 hotel for this particular program, right? So hopefully it all works out and we can move forward. But if not, hey, that's okay. I mean, I'm here for all of it. I'm here to do whatever I need to do for the client, okay? And that's what it's all about. So anyway, that is it on that one, right? So hopefully I'll make sure I'll put that on my blog as well, and then that way you can see that information firsthand. But hey, I'm here to assist, right? So I'm here as a resource. I'm here as a hotel site selection person. I'm here as creating brand awareness for hotels and destinations that, you know, you may think that everybody knows your hotel exists, and maybe they don't, or maybe they just don't, right? But that's what I'm here to do. Not that people don't know about the Sheraton in Niagara Falls. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I guarantee you, there's people here, especially there's 2 people in the back right there with their hands up. They never heard of the hotel. They didn't even know that Niagara Falls had hotels, okay? So my job is to bring awareness to specific brands. And remember this, I just had this conversation with someone just yesterday. We were talking about, they're asking me, how do I go about creating brand awareness for hotels, right? I said, well, first and foremost, I start off like this. Each individual hotel, if you have a different address, it doesn't matter the brand, right? Let's just say there's 2 Marriott brands on the same street. If you have a different address, you're 2 different brands. Okay, I'm not even saying what the sign on the door or sign on the window or the sign says, right? The wording on the sign. I'm not even saying anything about that. You have a different address, you're a different brand. Okay, I don't care. It can be 2 courtyards right across the street from each other on the same street, but one is, 1 Russell Way and one is 2 Russell Way. Well, that's 2 separate things. That's 2 separate brands. They need to be treated as separate entities, not the same, okay? Because one is doing things the way they do things, and you're doing things the way you want to do things, right? They all have separate GMs, they have separate director of sales and marketing, whatever. Even if they have the same, you got to treat them differently. And I know a lot of times we have these, directors of sales and marketing, they basically combine all. Now, if it's in the same building, then that's the same. Okay, I understand that. But sometimes one can be like it's a campus director. I'm a campus director of sales. I got like 3 different brands. We're on the same parcel of land, but they all have different addresses. They're all different. One could be a full service. One is a select service. One's a limited service hotels. Well, that's 3 different brands, and you have to market them differently. You don't market a full service hotel the same way you would market a limited service hotel. There's just no way around that. So I take it from that approach that if you're a separate hotel, I don't care what brand it is, you need to let people know that your hotel exists. Okay, because 9 out of 10 times they don't know. They don't even know who you are. Okay, they don't know. They may know who you are, but they don't remember what you do. What does Russell do again? Okay, he used to work at that one hotel. Okay, yeah. What was it again? Okay, keep people abreast of what's going on because everyone does not know unless it's your family member. Okay, everyone does not remember what you do, who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Okay, so make sure you let people know that. I mean, there's no other way around it. Let's just do that. The same thing that I do, I just use it. I just keep it simple. Same thing that I do. I post a lot, right? I'm like I mentioned, I do on air with Russell of Hotels every Tuesday, but Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I do the daily check-in, which this is the daily check-in, right? So there's 5 days a week that I'm posting things, that I'm talking about what I do, who I am, what I do, and how I can help you. Okay, so just take that. Let's say you're a hotel. I don't reach everybody. I have not reached everybody. I'm trying to reach the people that don't know what I do. That should be the same thing that every hotel director sells in marketing. And I put an emphasis on marketing because we can sell, but we don't market as much as we should. We don't market as well as we should. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. Remember, I used to be on that side too. So since I left, I'm looking at what people do from an elevated standpoint, right? So I'm like looking at what other people are doing, and I'm seeing where I was missing the mark as a director of sales and marketing. And one of the things I was missing the mark on was creating brand awareness. Okay, letting people know exactly where this hotel was, who are the players are, who are the players here, what's going on at that hotel, what am I located next to? All these kind of things I should have been making sure this was happening. Okay, and I had a team of, 10 managers or whatever. Those same people, those 10 managers, they should be doing this almost the same thing as I'm doing because people need to know who they are, what they do, and how they can help, right? Those are things that I was missing the ball on. So now that I'm away from that and I'm able to see that, those are things I'm pushing along to, people that were colleagues of mine, and they still may be colleagues of mine, or people that I can assist, being a third party or, a brand awareness expert or whatever the heck you want to call it, a marketer, whatever, social media savant, whatever you want to call it, right? That's my job to do now, okay? So listen, when I say everyone doesn't know what you do or know your hotel, believe me, because they don't know. They don't know who you are, or they forgot. They may know who you are, but they don't remember, what your position is, what hotel you work in, and how you can help them. I guarantee you, they don't know all three of those things. Now, if they do, that's wonderful. That's fine. Your hotel must be running 100%, 24/7, 365. And if it's not, you need some help. There you go. And what better way than to daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, on air with Russell of Hotels, who showcase hotels on a daily basis. Or let me back up. 5 days a week. 5 days a week, I showcase hotels. That's what I do. Boom, there you go. So once again, every Tuesday, 1 o'clock PST, that means here in California, every Tuesday at 1 o'clock, religiously. Now I do on air with Russell of Hotels. Comes at 1 o'clock every Tuesday. Live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, and live on Facebook. Every Tuesday, okay? Now this show, Daily Check-In, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now the time may differ, but it's normally between noon and 4 o'clock, okay? I do it in the afternoon. So I will do it. It's just that I'm not as pinpointed on the time as I am on air with Russell of Hotels. And I've done 274 on air with Russell of Hotels, just in case you want to know. I couldn't even tell you how many daily check-ins I've done. It's probably about 500 now, 600. I don't know. That I'm just saying. So anyway, once again, this is the Sheraton Niagara Falls. Now you saw my room first, right? Now this is the new room, right? So they're undergoing a renovation in January of 2025. So all the rooms are going to look like this, okay? They're going to look like this. There you go. So yeah, so they start the renovation January 25, and they're going to do it for like 3 to 4 months. Then they're going to take a break from the renovation. They're going to go through their season because their summer is busy in Niagara Falls, right? So why leave money on the table, right? So they're going to do that and then resume again in January 26th. So they're spreading this out, and that's fine. I love that, right? They got a plan for the renovation. It's going to get done, right? It's just that they're going to do maybe half first, and they're going to do the half the next year. Love it. Love the plan. Okay, so there you go. So my job, who knew that? I mean, who knew that, right? I guarantee you there's probably most of the people, 99% of people that are watching this or going to watch this did not know anything about the Sheraton Niagara Falls. They didn't know they're going to do a renovation. They didn't know they're across the street from the convention center, 30 feet away. They didn't know that. They didn't know it was a 10-minute walk to the falls. They didn't know that. So when I'm talking about brand awareness, this is what brand awareness looks like, okay, through the eyes of Russell of Hotels. So anyway, that's it. Any questions at all? Like I said, I want to be a resource, or I am a resource. It's just that you need to take advantage of this resource ability. So if you have questions at all, feel free to email me, russell@russellofhotels.com, or go to my website. You can check out the blog on my website. All the information is there about me, my whatever, everything is there. russellofhotels.com. My phone number is there as well. So if you rather call me than email me, that's fine. If you want to instant message me, DM me, slide into my DMs, whatever. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Okay, so and it's normally at Russell of Hotels. So feel free. That's what it's all about. And I'm reachable. I'm accessible. I'm all thatable. So anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. Happy Wednesday to you. Tomorrow is Halloween, right? Yeah, Thursday is Halloween. So is that going to be a big celebration? I don't know. I put out a couple of things, ghosts and goblins, and so I can scare some people tomorrow. So that scare some kids. That's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be fun. I mean, I look forward to Halloween, handing out candy. I just hope a lot of kids come because the last several years, it's been kind of sparse. It used to be hundreds of kids at one time when I first moved here, right? But then I don't know, people got older and they say, we're not going to trick or treat anymore. I don't know what's going on. But I just welcome any kids just to take this candy because every year we buy candy, okay? And I don't eat it if it's chocolate. I mean, I used to, oh man, this is my weakness. Like the Snickers bars, the little fun size Snickers and the Baby Ruth, or the fun size M&Ms. Oh my God, especially ones with peanuts in it. Paydays. Stop. Well, I don't eat that anymore. I don't eat it because it's made with dairy, and I stay away from, dairy and and eggs and stuff like that. So, but they make vegan knockoffs, like say a Snickers bar. Okay, Snickers. It would be a vegan Snickers or a vegan Payday or M&Ms, whatever, because it's not made with that, but they're more expensive and you can't buy them just in any regular store. So I have to kind of order them special kind of thing. But anyway, I would never give those away at Halloween because those are too expensive and they're too precious. And I got to eat those myself, right? But anyway, that's it. How I get off on these tangents, I have no idea. Then I wonder why I'm at 38 minutes instead of 15 to 20 minutes. Anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. Once again, reach out to me if you have any questions at all. But I'll be back tomorrow, right? I'll be back tomorrow on Halloween to do this again. It'll be the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. So until then, you guys have a great day.